How did Domitian, a Roman emperor from 81 to 96 CE, reshape the Roman Empire during his reign? This question has sparked countless debates among historians, because the enigma of Domitian's reign is one that's shrouded in complexities and contradictions. Born into the Flavian dynasty, Domitian was the youngest son of Vespasian, who himself ascended to the throne following a year of 4 emperors. Domitian's older brother, Titus, also occupied the throne before him. This familial backdrop provided him a direct path to power, but it was not a journey without its fair share of hurdles. Domitian's father, Vespasian, was a military man who restored stability and prosperity to an empire that had been rocked by civil war. His brother, Titus, although ruling for a short time, was popular for his handling of crises like the eruption of Mount Vesuvius and a fire in Rome. Following in these footsteps, Domitian had a towering legacy to live up to, and the public sentiment was a mix of anticipation and skepticism. The political landscape of Rome was a tough ground. Domitian had to navigate through a series of political intrigues, power struggles, and a senate that was often at odds with the emperor. His rise to power was marked by a strong desire to consolidate his authority and strengthen the empire, a task that required both political acumen and a deep understanding of the empire's diverse and complex social structure. Despite these challenges, Domitian did rise to power, assuming the throne in 81 CE. His ascension marked the beginning of a reign characterized by significant military expansion, ambitious architectural projects, and a firm, sometimes authoritarian rule. Yet his reign was also marked by controversy, and his relationship with the Senate remained strained throughout. Domitian's rise to power was not without its challenges, but it set the stage for a reign that would leave a lasting impact on the Roman Empire. As we delve deeper into his reign in the following scenes, we'll explore how this enigmatic figure navigated the complexities of ruling an empire, the social impacts of his rule, and the circumstances leading to his fall from power. Domitian's reign was marked by significant changes in the Roman Empire, but what were these changes exactly? Let's delve into the years of Domitian's rule, a period filled with noteworthy alterations and lasting impacts on the Roman Empire. As the younger son of Vespasian, he ascended to power following the death of his brother Titus in the year 81. His reign was characterized by an authoritarian rule, a stark contrast to the more relaxed styles of his predecessors. Domitian considered himself the Dominus et Deus, or Master and God, a title that signified his supreme authority. He centralized power around himself, limiting the influence of the Senate and effectively transforming the Roman Empire into a de facto monarchy. But Domitian wasn't just a tough ruler, he was a reformer too. His economic policies focused on strengthening the Roman economy, which had been weakened by years of mismanagement. Domitian revalued the Roman currency, increased the silver content of the denarius, and initiated a series of public works projects. These projects included the construction of the Flavian amphitheatre, known to us today as the Colosseum, and the restoration of the Roman Forum. His reign also saw a series of military campaigns. Domitian expanded the empire's borders, securing victories in Britain and along the Rhine and Danube rivers. However, his military endeavors were not always successful, with the Dacian and Sarmatian wars resulting in a shaky peace rather than a decisive victory. Moreover, Domitian was a religious conservative, placing a strong emphasis on the revival of traditional Roman religion. He held the position of Pontifex Maximus, the highest religious office in Rome, and used this role to promote religious practices and ceremonies. Despite his authoritarian rule, the reign of Domitian was marked by economic prosperity, military achievements, and a cultural revival. His reign, however, was not without its controversies. He was known for his paranoia and ruthless suppression of opposition, which ultimately led to his assassination in the year 96. Domitian's reign was certainly eventful, filled with both achievements and controversies. But what was life like for the common Roman citizen under Domitian's rule? Well, it was a time of significant social change. Domitian's reign saw a shift in the economic landscape of Rome. with policies that had both positive and negative impacts on the common people. Domitian's economic policies were a double-edged sword. On the one hand, he increased the silver content in Roman coins, which strengthened the economy and boosted the purchasing power of the average Roman. He also initiated a vast building program, creating jobs and stimulating economic growth. However, the flip side of Domitian's economic policies were his heavy taxes. To fund his ambitious building projects and military campaigns, Domitian imposed hefty taxes on the provinces. This burden fell heavily on the common people, who often struggled to meet these financial demands. Now, let's turn to Domitian's relationship with the Senate. Domitian was known for his autocratic style of rule. He centralized power and sought to control the Senate, often clashing with the senators. This led to political instability and fear among the elite. However, for the common people, Domitian's rule offered a sense of stability and order, a stark contrast to the chaos and uncertainty of previous reigns. Finally, we cannot discuss the social impacts of Domitian's rule without touching on his persecution of Christians. Domitian viewed Christianity as a threat to Roman tradition and order. He initiated a wave of persecutions that had far-reaching effects. These persecutions not only resulted in the suffering and death of many Christians, but also further polarized Roman society. So under Domitian's rule, life for the common Roman was a mixed bag. There were economic improvements and a sense of stability, but also heavy taxes, political tension, and religious persecution. Domitian's rule had profound social impacts, affecting both the political elite and the common people. It was a period of significant change, with effects that would ripple out long after Domitian's reign ended. Despite his stronghold on power, Domitian's reign came to a brutal end. But how did this happen? As Domitian's rule advanced, so too did his paranoia. A man of staunch discipline and order, he began to see enemies in every corner. His suspicion was not entirely unfounded, given the power dynamics of Rome. The Senate, long used to sharing power with the emperor, felt increasingly marginalized under Domitian's autocratic rule. Their resentment simmered just beneath the surface, a pot waiting to boil over. Meanwhile, within the imperial palace, Domitian's relationships were unraveling. His wife, Domitia Longina, was increasingly alienated, their marriage strained by the emperor's mistrust and the absence of shared children. Domitian's own household staff began to fear his unpredictable outbursts and increasingly erratic behavior. The final piece of the puzzle was the Praetorian Guard, the emperor's personal bodyguards. Historically, they had played a significant role in the rise and fall of emperors. Domitian, with his paranoia mounting, had alienated even this critical group. His mistrust of them was so profound that he began replacing long-serving guards with new recruits, creating a climate of insecurity and disloyalty. The stage was set for a downfall. The Senate, the Praetorian Guard, and even members of Domitian's household conspired to end his reign. In a brutal coup, Domitian was assassinated in his own palace, his rule ending as violently as it had been enforced. The news of Domitian's assassination sent shockwaves through the Roman Empire. The Senate, quick to seize the opportunity, declared him a public enemy, and his memory was condemned to damnatio memoriae, an act of erasure from public memory. His statues were torn down, his coins melted, and his name removed from public records. Yet even in death, Domitian's impact on Rome was undeniable. His building projects, his reforms, and his controversial reign left an indelible mark on the empire. Domitian's fall from power was as dramatic as his reign, ending in a conspiracy that would shock the Roman Empire. Domitian's reign ended, but his impact on the Roman Empire has echoed through history. What is his legacy? Let's delve into this question. Domitian's reign, lasting from 81 to 96 CE, was a period of significant infrastructural developments and administrative reforms. He was a ruler who sought to strengthen the empire's economy and enhance its military prowess, and he did so with a marked degree of success. The buildings and monuments he commissioned, many of which still stand today, are testament to his commitment to the empire's prosperity and grandeur. Moreover, Domitian's reign was marked by a distinct focus on law and order. He implemented severe measures to maintain discipline and morality within the empire, forever altering its socio-cultural fabric. His reign, as such, was a period of profound transformation that set the stage for the empire's future trajectory. Yet, Domitian's reign has been viewed through different lenses by historians. Some applaud his administrative acumen, military strategy, and infrastructural developments, while others criticize his authoritarian rule and brutal suppression of dissent. Despite these varied perspectives, there's consensus that Domitian's reign was a period of substantial change, shaping the Roman Empire in ways that would resonate for centuries to come. In fact, Domitian's influence didn't end with his death. His reign laid the groundwork for the future Roman Empire, influencing its administrative systems, military strategies, and socio-cultural norms. His reign was a pivotal chapter in the empire's history, setting the stage for its evolution into one of the world's most powerful and enduring civilizations. Furthermore, Domitian's reign continues to fascinate historians and history enthusiasts alike. It offers a rich tapestry of events, developments, and personalities that provide valuable insights into the workings of the Roman Empire and the broader historical context of the time. Domitian's reign was a pivotal chapter in the history of the Roman Empire, a reign that continues to fascinate and perplex us to this day. His legacy, complex and multifaceted, remains a subject of enduring intrigue and exploration, revealing new aspects of the Roman Empire and its history with each passing day.